All right, we're recording? Can't see. All right, guys, welcome to tonight's call where we're going to be talking with Christine DeSimas. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and talk about starting 2017 off strong. But before we do that, we have our brand new coaches. Welcome to the team, Angela, Wendy, and Shannon. We're excited to have you guys. We hope you're on the call, and if not, that you'll be taking part in the recording. And welcome to the team. And after this, we're going to do recognition. Trisha's going to call out some recognition tonight. I just want to let you guys know that this recognition is open to anybody for anything. So if you have a coach that you would like shouted out on these calls, please let myself or Trisha or Ashley know, and we will make that happen. Okay? So there you go, Trisha.
Oh, look at these gorgy girls. Is that fab? I know. And they got the presents and the stockings. I love it near them. Okay, so I have the honor. Vanessa Burchard is one of our fearless coaches. Okay, here's a girl that didn't want any part of a challenge group, didn't want to be involved in the support end of it, and now she's literally sharing her story all over Facebook. Bold, fearless, out there running a challenge group herself, doing live videos in her challenge group, really sharing her journey. I'm so very, very proud of Vanessa. She is a light in our group, answers right away. It's fun to have a newbie that is excited as I am. So I love having her fearless energy on her team. Well done, Vanessa. Awesome. And like Alicia, the blonde bombshell from Maine, you know her. Okay, here's the deal. Like, she did something scary this week, really scary. Everybody thinks that because Alicia is all that and more, that she doesn't have that sense of, oh my God, should I do this? What if I do this? She put herself out there with her transformation from core to force. And I think it's unbelievable. It's bold, again, fearless, if I may add that there. Really, that's what we are all about. Both of these women are sharing their stories, their journeys, fearlessly and really unapologetically. That's what we're about, guys. I'm not honoring anybody with who sold what. These women, literally, it's scary. It's intimidating. It's what will people think? They put themselves out there to help the next person. They're working on their journey. They're sharing who they are, why they do this. And really, it was a bold move on your part, Alicia, and well done. Vanessa, I'm proud of you too, so I hope you're on the call. If not, your peeps will let you know. Well done. I know you're on there, Alicia. Anyway, get on the recognition board. It feels good, right? Okay, back to you, Dana. I'm on a high, obviously, after that call. Sorry. When you guys do a call, it makes you feel fantastic. I'm not kidding. When you can service other people, it comes back to you tenfold. I know you people, I'll get off my box.
Oh, it's okay. We want everyone to sign up to do a call.
When you do a call, whether you're a newbie or someone that's not shy like me, I promise you, it's like, I say this all the time, when I teach CCD, I learn more about my faith. When you do a call, you learn more about what we're supposed to be doing. So please do a call. You will get it back tenfold. All right, now I'm gonna mute.
And on that, I'm going to give you Lifetime Diamond, Christine DeSimas. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and give us a little bit of her tips and tricks. Go ahead, Christine, take it away.
Guys, hello. Let me share my screen. I cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing. That's what it's telling me.
I stopped. You can go.
Okay, hang on. One day I will get this much more smoothly. Hang on. How's that? Can you see it? Can you guys see it? Yeah?
Yes. Perfect.
All right, it's a little about me. I am, how do I get this thing off? I don't know. Hang on. I'm a mom of 3. I live in New Jersey, but I am from Brooklyn. What? Any Brooklyn girls out there? I don't know, but I'm a Brooklyn girl at heart. I'll always be a Brooklyn girl at heart. That's who I am. Before Beachbody, just to give you a little, if you don't know me, you don't know my story, really the story is very similar to many of you, I think. I wasn't even confident enough to wear a bathing suit on the beach. I would cover up for as long as I remember, up until recently, up until this year. So that was huge for me. And I was always on a search. I was on a spiritual search. I was on a search to improve myself. I was a Super Soul Sunday type person that watched Oprah. I don't know if any of you guys know that show, Deepak Chopra, all that kind of searching for yourself things. But I was always stuck and I didn't have the tools like I have now. And so what coaching has brought me is, well, now I'm showing myself half naked all over Facebook and Instagram, and totally cool with that. Gained the courage to ask to sing in my church choir. That was big. I'm a musical theater major, but I lost the nerve for a while. And so this brought me out of caring so much what people think. And I started to follow the feeling. And I started to follow what feels good. And that's what brought me out of a lot of things, and it brought me to certain things, and one was singing again, which is huge for me. That's a big passion of mine. I became a certified PIO instructor, which is insane to me. If you asked me a year ago, that someone did ask me a year ago. They asked me, they said when they started to see my fitness journey, said, you should be an instructor. And I completely laughed at them sincerely. Like, I did not picture that for myself. So it's huge for me. And the biggest part is how I love it, how I absolutely have found a new love. So that's pretty cool. That came out of Beachbody that I didn't expect. Public speaking, I found another love for that as well. That I had a fear of it. I'm not great at it, but I do love it. And I love this. And I love talking to others and hopefully helping others out there through speaking and being part of a team. I'm a very independent type person. That's why I did workouts from home. I didn't see being part of a team as an advantage, and now I know better. So I'm going to tell you this, and I presented some of this to Alicia and Trudy's team last week. I'm going to tell you that information in here is not brand new. And I heard it somewhere too that barely anything is brand new, if anything, information. So what I hope what I share with you today, something is said in a different way that hits you, someone out there, a different way. That's why I'm here. So if we're talking about starting 2017 strong, it always begins with your why. You've heard this a gazillion times. It begins with your why. But what does that mean to you? Be honest with yourself. Is it your why? Is it Melanie Mitro's why? Whose why is it? What is it that you want? And it sounds so simple, but I have to check that every day. I check it every day. And I'll talk about, I give resources at the end of books I've gone through. Christy presented to me the opportunity of the Miracle Morning. And because of that, I do affirmations in the morning, just about every morning. And I am reminded of my why. And I visualize every morning where I want to go. I think it's important to do because I think distractions and looking at Facebook, looking at what others are doing, it's so easy to doubt that or get off course and start thinking you're doing your why and you start doing someone else's. So check with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Do you mean it? Are you committed to it? And I know I'm saying 2017, but think about 2018. Where do you want to be in 2018? Is it strong enough? Is it a strong enough why to dedicate one whole year to? It should be. It should be a really strong why of where, when you think about 2018, and what if someone sat down with you and asked you if you're happy, and the answer was yes, what would have to be going on in your life? And is it big enough for you, is it important enough for you to dedicate a year to? create a vision board. I love that vision board I created last year with this team, or at the beginning of this year. I have it in a place where I pass every day. And with my team, Saturday, they're coming to my house. We're going to do new vision boards for next year because I believe in them. I think we are very visual. I think that's why Pinterest is such a big deal, why Instagram's such a big deal. We're very visual centric. So for you to actually see pictures of it is very powerful. Goals, break it down. And this is hard to do for me because when I started my journey with Beachbody, because it felt very selfish to think of personal goals because, when you start, you want to help people. You just want to help people. And of course I do. And that's a big part of my why. And that's a big part of my legacy goals. The word legacy came to me in a Michael Hyatt podcast. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? That was very powerful to me. But it's also okay to have personal goals. It's also okay to have that personal why at the same time as that legacy goal. And ask yourself why this brings you joy. Go back to the joy. I'm going to talk about that a little bit because it's really easy to get bogged down in the things we think we're supposed to do on this coaching journey. And I think it's important for all of us to think why we're doing this. Why you're here? Why are you listening to me right now? Why are you spending your valuable time listening to me on this call? And why does this bring you joy? It has to bring you joy. If it's not bringing you joy, you need to rethink it. And not every aspect's going to bring you joy. Inviting does not bring me joy. But there has to be something about this that feeds your spirit, that feeds you, and gives you that energy, gives you that high. There has to be something. So think about that and hold on to that. Vitals are well vital. This is not new for you, but it is a must if we're talking about setting yourself up right for 2017. I can't tell you enough. If you are doing this journey and you are not sharing it consistently, you're not doing this journey. You have to share. You have to share. You have to put yourself out there every day. Now, look, when I say every day, you need to take a day off from social media. I'm with you. There are days I want nothing to do with it. But I think you know what I mean by every day. Pretty consistently, you have to share what's going on. You have to share that you're working out. You can't let people assume and do it in the background. You have to share your workouts, your nutrition. You have to share. You have to let people know what you're doing. Don't assume it. And hopefully you'll get to the point where I'm at now, where I could care less about what people think as far as annoying them. That was big for me. That's big. Getting over what people think about me is huge. And I get it as a new coach. I hear you. But when you start seeing who you're helping and people come to you and tell you stories, I had a woman come to me that I don't know her from Adam, and she follows my page. And she messaged me one day out of the blue and said her daughter was killed a year ago and she wasn't able to get up off her couch, but she saw my videos with my husband and she got up off her couch. So when you get a message like that, I don't care what anybody thinks about my exercising videos. I could care less. It becomes so much less important. So think about that. Think about those stories that people are telling you, and share your journey. Invite is crucial. I'm going to admit to you, I am terrible at invite, and I see the difference in my business. When we had an accountability group, when we had Team Cup, and we created a page just for us, for our Team Cup, and we posted when we did invites. We did kind of an invite accountability group. I was inspired, just like a regular challenge group where, people are posting their workouts. You're like, oh man, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't get my workout in, but geez, that girl has a little baby and she's getting up and she's doing it. I have to do it. It was the same thing with invites. So I got my invites in for that month and I made it to 18 Success Club points, which for me is huge. I never even came near that. It makes a difference. Invites make a difference. So up your game. And I'll tell you the other thing about invites that I know for me, it's also like exercise, that if you let it fall off for too long, it is so much harder to get in the rhythm. It is just like exercise that you have to keep that consistent and keep that going. And if it hurts, just put it out there, because once you press play or once you just send that invite out, the other 4 are easier. Whatever your goal is, the rest will be easier. You'll get into a rhythm. So invites, get them done. Personal development. Personal development is my lifeline. I would not be able to continue with this journey if I didn't have personal development. I listen to it constantly. I was old-fashioned in that I wanted to read my books. I got over that pretty quickly as soon as I tried Audibles, because what I kept doing with reading was I kept saying I'd get to it, and I wasn't. So Audibles, I fly through so many books, and yeah, I may miss some stuff, so I'll re-listen to it, and it gets the job done. I've read so many books, and I'll list some of them that really made an impact on me at the end. But get it in. And if it's something that's not hitting you, don't suffer through it. Don't worry about it. Nobody, there's no trophy being handed out for people that complete books. If it's not hitting you, find something that you need and you'll get it. And there are so many recommendations out there. That's what I love about coaching. So like I said, loved all of this stuff before this, but the fact that you have a team of people that have all this knowledge of books they've gone through that are on the same journey as you, it's pretty invaluable. It's pretty awesome about coaching. Recognition, I am kind of struggling with. I'm inconsistent with it. Some weeks I'm doing it. Some weeks I falter. So for me, I'd like to come up with a strategy for recognition for 2017. So I'd recommend that for you guys as well. I'm going to try and get rid of this thing. Sorry, guys. Okay. What will you sacrifice or change? So, am I up to that? Yeah. Okay. I'm having some technical difficulties. Bear with me. So look, you want to do this. You know it's important to you. I will be straightforward with you that there are some things you have to sacrifice. And there are some things you're not going to want to sacrifice. And that's what you need to be clear about on this path. Okay? So let me talk about that. So what will you try that you haven't tried before? What are you scared of? So is it live video? What is it that you're avoiding that you know you need to do to move your business forward? Something just popped in your head. You know it. Don't avoid it, because that's your path. That's your growth. That's your journey right there. So don't avoid it. Do it. What will you try that you haven't tried before? And what can you sacrifice? For me, TV. I have watched so much TV in my life. I'm good. I'm not denying myself. Believe me, I have watched so much TV in my life. I'm good. So I'm fine with giving that up. I'm fine with waking up earlier now. I feel better for doing it when I can do it. So those are things I'll sacrifice. What are you not willing to sacrifice? I'm going to get real with you right now. I'm going to get real, and I'm not sure a lot of coaches are going to like what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to sacrifice my family. I'm not. So this is what I mean. I think when they say for Success Club points, for instance, I've been on a lot of calls, and I've heard it's a non-negotiable Success Club. For a personality like mine and a few of you out there, that is a lot of pressure, and I have sunk from that pressure. Now, there are other personalities out there that drives you, and that's awesome. And I'll say also another caveat. I understand Success Club points. I understand the importance. I'm not saying that. And I will use it as a measurable, as I understand it should be used, as a measurable how my business is going. I get it and I shoot for it. But when they say it's a non-negotiable, I'm sorry, my family is a non-negotiable. So when it was, let's say October 31st, it was the last day of the month and I didn't hit Success Club, I'm going out trick-or-treating with my family. That's a non-negotiable. I'm sorry. So I mention this here because I don't want you to burn out. Because I mention it because I get that Success Club pressure. I want you to shoot for it like I am, but I want you to make it fun. I want you to join up with other teammates. I want you to get that invite accountability group. Maybe we all do it as Team Ferris Ambition. I don't know. But make it fun. Don't make it you're failing if you don't get it, or you have to not be with your family. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. So I want to say I relate to that. I'm sorry if any coaches don't like that I said that, but that's how I feel about Success Club. I don't want you to shrink under that. I want you to see it as a measurable to shoot for, but also know what you're not going to sacrifice. And that's okay. That's okay. You could still do this journey successfully. What do you need to improve? Be real with yourself. What do you need to improve? Is it focus like me? I need improvement on focus. It's tough. Those alerts, the likes, how many likes did I get? Still, I am much better when I set my business hours, when I have my routine now. Try different routines. I'm constantly trying different things to see what works best. But when I shut it off and I don't check Facebook notifications or messages again until at night, I am a happier person. So see what you need to improve. Is it focus? Because then I get to focus on what I know I need to do, and that makes me feel good. I bang stuff out much easier. Is it consistency? Is it honesty? Are you being honest? Trudy and Alicia shared last week, which hit home for me. Okay, you have a post-workout selfie, but are you being honest? Are you sharing anything about what that post-workout selfie means? About what else you're doing? What else is going on with you? Is it inviting? Commit to improving it for 2017. Commit to improving it. Be psyched. Be psyched about this journey. Be psyched about it. That it's hard, man. It's hard, but it's hard for a reason. It's hard for a reason. It's challenging you. It's challenging so many things going on at the same time, and that's why it's hard. So take that challenge. Kick some butt, man, on that challenge. Kick it, because you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. What can you do less of? Be honest again. Do you really need to get that image so beautiful? Do you? I'm guilty of it. Do you need to get that ad so perfect? Do you need to get that post so perfect? Set yourself a time limit. And I'm doing that with invites now, because and you got to try different things at work. So for me, I'm setting a time limit instead of how many invites. I'm saying, okay, it's more manageable for me to look at the clock and say, okay, I could spend 10 minutes. I could spend 10 minutes on invites. So you see what works for you. And the same on creative. Get a time limit, cut yourself off, and move on. Because you know what? You know I'm right. You can make the most beautiful image and you'll get like 2 likes. You post just an after post-workout selfie that's not even doctored up, and it's the message that you're saying, and it's going to get many more likes. So don't spend so much time on things that you know aren't getting you a lot of payoff. No, it's hard. It's hard. This thing is hard, man. Okay, so here are the things that are hard. I'm going to be real with you again. People will say no or won't even answer you. People are gonna tell you no, right? We all know this. They are. They won't even answer you a lot of the times. You will get little to no likes on a post that you thought was fantastic. It was brilliant. How did nobody like that? That person you spent an hour with on the phone and connected with, I mean, it was a beautiful conversation. You could almost be BFFs, doesn't buy a thing from you. I had this woman from Texas. This is what happened to me. It was in the beginning of my journey. And you know, in the beginning of your journey, every person counts, right? That's what for the newbies that come on, I'm going to ease your mind a little bit. After a while, you don't rely on on these same people or just a few people. You can move on. You don't have to rely on somebody. Anyway, for me, that's how that's happened. But in the beginning, this person was, she wanted to be a coach. She from Texas. She saw my post. She said that she even had a conversation with one of the top coaches, and she didn't like her vibe, but she loved the vibe with me, and we connected and all of this great conversation. I mean, I loved her. She said, I'm going to talk to my husband, but I think I'm ready for this. And then that was it. They both decided it wasn't right for her or them at that time. And that's fine, but it's crushing when that happens, crushing when you spend an hour with somebody. So I learned from it and I grew from it. Just like all of these disappointments, you learn and you grow. You really do. I've become a stronger person. I was never this strong with people telling me no. I'm so much stronger because of it. So I'm thankful for that. But now I set limits. I don't spend that much time with a new person. I'll tell you that right away. I don't. I get it done. I don't. My time is valuable, and all of ours is, and I won't spend that much time. But because a long conversation doesn't necessarily mean anything. That may sound harsh. I don't know, but I know my parameters and I know my limits. I'm okay to spend a half hour with somebody, but I need to move on. So you learn these things. Your team that you have created won't answer your questions or respond to your posts or offers. Part of it, you will doubt if you can do this. You will doubt if you can do this for sure. I mean, constantly there'll be something that makes you doubt it. You won't feel like working out or eating right or posting or being on social media at all. It's okay. It's okay. We've all been there. Totally cool. And when you need to take a social media break, take it. That's why I like business pages. The like pages, I can schedule it out and not really have to be on posting too much on the weekend when I plan it well. So do that. Take a break. You will put together the most beautiful ad or the most brilliant free challenge group or the very best coach training, and nothing will happen from it. That's going to happen too. This is all trial and error. That's what this whole thing is, and it's making you stronger. You have to learn that it's part of the process and not to get crushed by it. You're building a business. This part will no doubt be difficult for most of us. For me, that is challenging so many different things for me that I've avoided around money, around leadership, around organization. It's challenging, some deep things going on. And that's okay. And that's going to make me stronger, and I'm going to fail a whole lot, and it may be slower with some things than some, but I'm growing as a person. When I walk out of this thing, I know that I'm gaining a lot of skills that I didn't have before I walked in. When in doubt, always go back to your why and your vision board. Always go back. Always go back. So what will you commit to trying? What new thing will you commit to trying in 2017? And Becca Jackson, who is a master trainer for PIO, and we were fortunate enough to have her be a guest speaker on our call last week for our team. She had recommended to choose 1 to 3 things to focus on, because that's what she does. She focuses on those. Don't try to take everything on. There's so many different things. It is so easy to get bogged down and to get overwhelmed with all of the noise, with all of the things everybody else is doing. There's so much. I want to do it all right now, but you can't. So pick 1 to 3 things. Is it a free group? I highly recommend those. I highly recommend them. A posting calendar, I'm terrible at, but I'd like to aim for that. To work on you. Miracle Morning had me do this. Is it a personal development book? Journaling, affirmations, meditating. Do you want to get into meditating? Something that helps you as a person, because that's what this is about, right? That's what this is about. It's about your journey and you sharing it. We all say it. Are we doing it? We got to kind of experience some of it before we're telling other people some advice, right? You got to experience some. You got to work on you. The other thing I recommend is volunteering. There's something that I do that I don't post on Facebook that's for me. I volunteer on Tuesdays at the food bank. You won't hear about it from me on my social media feed because that's me. That's for me. So you got to keep that separate too. There's something you got to hold that's yours, that makes you grow, that isn't a post, that you're not doing it just to post. So I recommend that. See how you can volunteer in town, because then you won't feel so badly. You'll know you're doing something. You'll know you actually as a person are doing, not only helping people physical fitness wise, but you're doing something as a person to grow and to help others with Beachbody and without. Do you want to go for 100 no's? This is a great exercise. If you need that sheet, let me or probably so many people on this call know. It's a worksheet, and you mark off all the no's that you get for the month. And it's a great team cup exercise we did, and I loved it because it made me less fearful of no's, and I'm a checking off box kind of girl. So it really worked for me. And there's also a book that's called Go for No. I might be screwing up the name, but I think it's called Go for No. I recommend it. Do you need to organize your client and potential list? That's me. I'm not good on organization. So that's a goal for mine for 2017. Add a personal development book to your challenge groups. I love this. I have had so much success from and surprise from the reception that it gets. These challengers you have in your group are ready. Give them more credit. They're ready. They're ready not only to take on their physical fitness, but they are starting to get it, especially past challengers. They're getting that this is a mind thing. Give them some food for their mind too. Share it with them. They don't have to necessarily be a coach, but share some of these. Make it part of your challenge group. Do you want to try a new social media outlet, a website or blog, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Musical.ly, YouTube? Don't get overwhelmed by it though, guys. I can easily get, when I start thinking about all the things I'm not on. Think about something that might be fun for you. I know blogging would be fun for me. So that's something I'm going to focus on. I should probably be on YouTube more or Twitter, but it's not going to be my area of focus right now. You have to choose. You can't be on everything. I think personally, other coaches may have another point of view on that. It overwhelms me. If it doesn't overwhelm you and you could just copy and paste, as a lot of people do, to other platforms, then do that. Or try something new. Take one thing on more. See if you can. If not, don't. Have fun. Just have fun. Have fun. Invite more to the coaching opportunity. Are you doing that? I can probably do a little better job on this, but I'm doing okay. I definitely invite, and I will be surprised by some people that say, you know what, I'm thinking about it. And no, it usually takes a few times before they're ready. So don't be discouraged, but don't be shy. You see somebody, and this is a whole other call, right? But you see somebody that is killing it in your groups, and they are thriving on this, and their life has improved just by a simple challenge group. How do you not mention it to them? Look at all this stuff that I just mentioned that we get. Like, no BS, guys. I don't know how to BS, like, at this point. I'm telling you, this is the stuff I've gotten from coaching. I am absolutely confident with offering that to somebody else that is badass. I have no problem. And don't wait. It doesn't have to be somebody in your challenge group. Or if it's somebody that's really busy, that has a full-time job, a couple of jobs. I have a new coach now that has a couple of jobs, just became a country heat certified instructor, and she's killing it, man. She's killing it. Because she gets busy. So don't shy away from the people that are busy. They understand busy. So you may be surprised. I love this quote from Michael Hyatt. Michael Hyatt, This Is Your Life. It's a podcast I highly recommend. Share something you're going through in your life right now. Think about this question. What if your weakness was your superpower? Man, that's deep. Isn't that awesome? I think it's so true. I think that weakness, that thing we keep putting ourselves down for, that we keep judging ourselves for, that's the thing. That's the stuff. That's the stuff you share. That's what people are going to connect to. Don't shy away from it. Don't be scared. You could be scared. That's fine. But that kind of like, scared. And put it out there like Alicia did, man. That's what this is about. If you're going to do this thing, dive in head first, do it, because you're going to get so much more out of it. And it's so easy. And I'm a big talker because there's some days I'm low. I don't wake up every day like this. I'm excited because I get to talk to you guys about my excitement, but personal development will pull me out of it when I'm low. But it's reminding myself of all the stuff I've gained from it. And that's one of them. The fearless part of it, the being brave enough to share your story and growing from that experience and seeing who you can help. So don't shy away from it. And I am going to try and read this. Okay, Brian Tracy, focal point. I'm going to end on this. Anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly at first. Everything is hard before it's easy. A primary reason that people don't realize their full potential is they try something new. When it doesn't work perfectly the first time, they quit and go back to the old lower level of performance. Anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly at first. And it's often worth doing poorly several times until you master it. I think it's a great quote, great reminder. Here's my resources. In red are the things that were life-changing for me. Michael Hyatt, I listen to often. The 4 Agreements is my go-to. When I'm down, 4 Agreements gets me my priorities in check. You Are Badass. I could listen to that over and over again. I just love it. The Miracle Morning was life-changing for me. And there's a bunch of other things here that are really great. I'm reading right now. Thank you. I think Trudy had recommended Loving My Actual Life, and Alicia recommended The Universe Has Your Back. I love them both. So there's a bunch of stuff on here. I hope that helps. See if I can figure out how to stop sharing, and then we'll be really good. But that might take me a while. Stop sharing. I hope that helped. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
That was freaking awesome. That was like an absolutely top-notch, amazing call. So much out of it. I especially love the reasons why this is hard, because we've all been through that stuff. Like everything from the hour-long call to the crickets to, oh my gosh, I loved it. So much good stuff. And like you said, none of it new, but all of it in a new way and with new energy. So thank you really so much. And would you share those slides? Because I think there's so much stuff in them that even if you listen to the call or listen to the recording, it'd be nice to almost have them to just reference and answer and go back to and look at. I mean, really, really good call. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, Alicia.
Does anyone have any questions for Christine?
Thanks, Danielle. Thank you. Any questions for me, guys? I know I mentioned that success club points. That was kind of, I don't know, a little controversial.
I have a question, but sorry, my camera's off because I'm nursing Grace. But I have a question. What personality style are you, or color, or gem?
Oh, shoot. I forget. It was forever that I took that. I thought I was red, and I think I got surprised that, Dina, do you remember what I was? I was a sensitive one.
Really?
I was.
Because everything that you said was red until you said the Success Club thing, which really threw me off. But I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from with the pressure, because I get like that too. Like if there's like 15 loads of laundry that I have to do, like I can't do one. So I understand that, but I was very surprised that you said that when you get that pressure that you shut down like that, because everything else seemed like you were just that personality type. So that was super surprising to me. But like Dana said, great call. I actually have an entire page full of notes, and I'm so excited to go back and listen. So I'll put the recording up as soon as possible. But yeah, I want to second everything Dana said, that it was great and new information, but in a new way, to hear from a breath of fresh air. I didn't know your story, and I'm so glad that you got on and shared it. And I know I'm ready to get organized with my end of the year and 2017. So I just appreciate you putting in the effort for this call and the slides. And I know it takes time and that kind of stuff. So I just want to say thank you for doing all that.
No problem. Thank you. And I will share with you, a lot of the effort kind of personality red that you may be getting from me is a lot from coaching. It's a lot from coaching. My go-to, I'm down when I wake up in the morning. I doubt myself. I am very hard on myself, and especially in the beginning of my journey. I cried when I didn't get 3 Success Club 5 points months in a row. Remember, Dana? When I wasn't a success starter, I lost it. And my husband was like, what's wrong with you? I get very down on myself. So for my kind of personality where that could be crushing, I needed to change that perspective to bring joy. Because if I kept getting hung up on that non-negotiable, it was not joyful for me.
Yeah.
So that changed it for me. And with that, I hope, we'll see where this road leads for me business wise. There's definitely improvements that can come, but my longevity has increased and will increase if I have that perspective, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's a super great way to put it, because that's what happens. You do get burnt out and you do question why you're here and all of that stuff. And that's just what the joy setting said, just reminds me of the call Dana did in the beginning about the leadership that called the leadership retreat that the 5-star and diamonds and above go on, that she got that joy setting from. So that just keeping your goals, but then finding a way that makes you happy and will keep you here long term. And that's kind of the ultimate goal. We don't really want anybody to come in and just have quick success and then leave. We want people to be here who are going to stay long term. So I really super appreciated this call. I'm going to rewatch it tomorrow when I can. But and I just wanted to second that, what you said about your family time, and it should come first. And a lot of the coaching business is find the time to make it work. You have to make sacrifices, but like you said, if you sacrifice something that's your time, like TV or something like that's just going to make you more happier and not burnt out, and you do have to put your family first. So I totally agree with that.
Cool. Thanks, Ashley.
I think back to the joy setting and maybe Success Club, I think a lot of coaches in the Beachbody as a whole, and I've definitely seen this within our team, is we were aiming for Beachbody's goals and we lost focus of our own goals. So you know what, if 1-star diamond or 5-star diamond or elite or Success Club All-Star is going to burn you out and make you leave or quit, then stop worrying about it and just set your own goals and then set everything around those goals and worry about that, because you want to be here long term. And if hitting Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 is going to drive you so crazy and burn you out to the point that you don't want to do this anymore, then hitting Success Club 5 isn't worth it. It's not. I know that's a benchmark for building this business, and it's hard to get out of that mindset in a way. But I want to be here long term, and I want all of you to be here long term. And I don't want you killing yourself or taking time away from your family, or even taking time away something silly that you might like to reach a goal that's not helping you feel better or be better or want to stay with this. Then it's not worth it.
Thank you for that. I didn't know how that was going to go over. So.
Does anyone else have any questions or comments or anything else for the lovely Christine? All right, well, and it's getting late, so I want to thank everybody. Congratulations to our recognition. Welcome to our new coaches. Thank you, Christine. And like I said, if you want to recognize somebody, just reach out to myself or Ashley or Trisha, and we will make that happen. And when you're ready to sign up for your call, jump out of that comfort zone, do something crazy, let us know too. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for getting on.